Alright, what's up everybody, Oliver here, rushed video, right? Really rushed though. I won't be home for the next 4 days, wow, making a video when I'm not home for 4 days, but I have to get this through. Anyways, I want to do a quick, ranked analysis, while also explaining how you can get better at ranked as a master player, right? Okay, so, let's get straight into this point of the video, right? As we can see, in the background, we have a semi-decent counter draft, right? We have a Kenji who can counter Frank, who can counter Buzz. We have a Sandy who can get map control as well as getting control over the Chester, so that he doesn't know where to use ult alongside Frank, alongside Buzz. We also have a Doug who it's kind of a debatable pick on this map, especially since if you're playing with randoms, you have to be ready to expect prigs that are okay, but definitely aren't the best, right? We can see Dog doesn't really have the best matchup for Chester, nor Buzz, although it does have a good matchup for Frank, so if you want to get good at Brawl Stars, in a pro scene like me, first off you need to know how to draft. Now, drafting is a skill not a lot of people know, right? You either know how to pick a brawler to counter a brawler, or you don't. You have to know their weaknesses and their strengths. For example, I picked Kenji here, which is a good counter to both Buzz's brawlers, as I mentioned, being that Frank and Buzz. But with Hyper, not all, he could actually be a really good play into the Chester. So basically you're working with what you get. As you can see in the background, I was absolutely fucking cooking, right? That's just one of the things you get when you pick a brawler. We have Sandy here, which also, as I said, good brawler, which can actually counter, let's say, Frank's ult. Let's say can counter the semi-dash of the Buzz. It's basically a really strong brawler to pick, right? So, first off, you need to know draft. Now, I'm planning on doing a draft video soon, maybe. I'll think about it, because you basically just have to know strengths and weaknesses. Now, if I did make a video like that, it would take a long while to edit, and I'm kind of lazy to do that, but who knows. Yeah, so when you're doing that, you have to know that, right? Game sense, that's something you also have to do. Like, if you saw that Buzz, he rushed onto me. Well, I had my gadget available, as well as Frankie had a gadget active. I just dashed through him and then just used ult, right? It's just basically, well, that was a trash ult. You just have to know how to dodge. You have to know when you have enough HP to actually win a matchup, or when you should just call it quits, right? Because if you try to, as you can see, the Frank tries to stun me, but I just have an ult, right? So I'm basically unstoppable. Use my heal gadget, but I am at a disadvantage. I'm using the ult to heal up and then rush onto them. While my hyper ult is still active, I try to get anything from it, but you know, at some point it was either get a normal ult or a hyper one. And I just kinda hoped for it to work, since I did not count in that given scenario how long it would take for the spawn shield to disappear. Since it's something you need to have ready. It's not something you need, but it's something semi-necessary. You have to count out how long it takes for gadgets to return, right? Or how many ammo the enemy has, or anything along those lines. Gonna go into another game here in a second. When I was recording this video, I was in Mythic 2. I'm currently, as of recording, in Legendary 3. I'm fighting for Masters this season. I was playing with Blaze. Shout out to Blaze, we have not been talking lately. Alrighty, Brave Chargers. Jumping into another game, we have Ring of Fire. No. Yeah, Ring of Fire, yeah. Okay, I did remember the map correctly. But I did have to look closely. Anyways, what would you ban on this map? Let me just ask you. You can just think what you'd ban if you had 3 bans, right? Oh, I'm assuming your bans would probably be looking at a Sandy, maybe a Fang, and maybe a Leon or Meg, since she's a free brawler right now, or even Lou. Actually, best case scenario when you know draft, you'd probably have to pick like a what was he called? Crow. Crow's really good since you got map control. Yeah, there's a few good brawlers you can pick. I suggested Blaze Jessie, since she can get easy map control over brawlers who are single shot. And primarily in lower ranks, I don't have a problem with having a Jessie on a map like this, right? Since, the players aren't that good. But if I was in a higher elo lobby, let's say Legendary 3, I would definitely not let a Jessie slide, since what we're looking at in a Jessie is having some defense, but it wouldn't be good long term. In a higher elo lobby, you have to play meta brawlers like K's, like what else could we play? Like Crow has been climbing up for ranked ladder players lately, been getting way better. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, ranting beside about the point of the game, right? Let's talk about brawlers. Now, who's currently meta? Well, as I said, you're definitely looking at a K's. Crow has been getting better. You're definitely looking at... Okay, so this is definitely from, like, a side point of view, because it depends on map, right? Every single meta is map dependent. Carl's pretty good. You're definitely gonna be seeing a lot of Kim Jo... wait, what is he called? Jae Young. Yeah, he's called Jae Young on higher elo games, because he's a really good viable healer. When it comes down to tanks, then most case, you're probably gonna be finding like a depends. It's either gonna be a Buster, right, or it's gonna be a Daryl. Because if it's Heist, people pick Daryl because of his gadget. His gadget is really good. It can deal a lot of damage to the safe. Buster is overall a really good team brawler, right? Bonnie's currently... I mean, she did get slightly nerfed, but Loki, the nerf did not change jack shit, so... Yeah, Bonnie is still meta. Yeah, overall there's a lot of good brawlers. You can play Amber. If I had like one brawler to suggest to you to upgrade right now, would definitely be looking at suggesting you to upgrade Jae Young. Just because about his hyper coming out lately. It's gonna be coming out in like a week, I think. Yeah, it's definitely one of the better hyperchargers. Or Ollie. Ollie is right now one of the best brawlers in the game you can have. So Ollie, Jae Young if you wanna like be ahead of the metas, because it's not gonna get nerfed just yet, and Ollie might get nerfed because as I'm making this video, it's been out for like 4 days. So that's that. You have a couple brawlers you can upgrade. If you know how to draft, you're definitely chilling. Randoms. So, above Masters, right, you cannot play in a team. Now, not playing in a team, as a player, if you usually play with your friends, is definitely hard. I usually pushed my Master alone, but the past few seasons have actually gotten pretty difficult, so I have been starting to like semi-push solo, semi-duo, right? So depends. If you have a team from, let's say, Bronze to Legendary 3, you're chilling, right? If you're above Legendary, then you're most likely probably gonna face each other. And not play together. Matchmaking above Masters is absolutely dog shit, but I'm trying to cater this video more to like Mythic, Diamond, Legendary players, not Master players, because Master players, just like me, know what they're doing, right? Most people up there are the best of the best. The best of the best are actually Masters free between Pro. Those are like the people who can't get Pro, and then you have the people who can get Pro. Those are like two of the hardest ones to get currently in the game, right? So, yeah. If you have somebody who's Pro on your team, you have to listen to what they suggest. If you have somebody who's better, like, mechanically than you, then listen to what they're coaching. If you got somebody who drafts better than you, listen to what they're drafting you, right? If you're playing in a team, of course. If you're playing solo, you kind of have to depend on yourself, because most randoms in Legendary, Mythic, Diamond, are absolutely dog shit. Like, if they do not know what they're saying, but they will still suggest you random ass shit, right? So, you have to work alone if you're playing alone, but if you're playing in a team, work in a team, right? Work with the most reliable one, work with the one who knows the best. If you're even above that, right? Like Onyx, just a little out of my team. You've got a coach, you've got plays, you've got basically everything to help you out, right? We've climbed ranked basically all the time. We're basically chilling in this one. So, if you think that you're good at the game, really just have to know the basics, right? And if you know what the basics are, you're chilling. One more thing I can say before this video ends is don't play ranked in like a way that you're playing, losing. Play a few games. If you're having a good win streak, keep playing. If you start losing a lot, take a break. Play tomorrow, play later. Just enjoy the game. Don't play to play the game. Thanks for watching. See you later, alligator!